Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. Representing the Washingtons. Hey, it's another edition of Countertop Politics. Good morning. Had to take a little bit of that coffee. It is it's a cold Monday here at Washington North, here in Illinois, and I'm glad for you joining me. I'm David Washington, your host of Countertop Politics. Every Monday, at least 5 minutes of campaign insight, political innuendo, and of course the secret sauce to winning campaigns. All right, so as you can see from the title here, we're talking about those out of town consultants that candidates are referred to, get connected with, and eventually vet them out and hire them. And that's tough. And for local campaigns, and I'm going to talk just about local campaigns very briefly. For very local campaigns, from county commissioner to state rep to state senate to, your sheriff's race or things like that, this is really important because there's so much at stake, so many resources at stake. So you want to weigh the pros and cons of hiring out-of-state consultants. You want to weigh the advantages against, potential drawbacks such as their lack of familiarity with local issues and dynamics. That's pretty obvious. Are you going to bring someone from California or from New York to Florida, expecting them to have the granular insight into the community, the networks, the people, the local influencers relevant to your campaign? You got to think about that. And you want to build trust and rapport with local stakeholders. As I stated, there is the candidates network, the candidates supporters and surrogates. And out of town consultants have to establish trust and rapport with these local stakeholders, the campaign staff, volunteers, community leaders. That's not easy when they start working on the campaign 8 months, 6 months, 3 months away from the actual election. Or, as we like to say, 3, 6, 8, 12, 18, 24 months from the day the vote by mail ballots are mailed out. That's when the election starts. So that moves up that election by a couple of months. Also, out of town consultants have to understand the local nuances of the politics in that particular community, understanding the nuances of that local community, and understanding what the history is, the key issues, what the voters' concerns are, and understanding this through research, engaging with community members, attending local events. You could do so much of that and still run a campaign and be effective. That's a very thin line. doing all this and trying to be effective. Another point I want to make, the out of town consultants, and I'm going to do a little bit more about this particular subject, maybe in the David Washington show or in one of the Leadership Academy sessions. I definitely will be speaking to this point. But what's difficult for out of town consultants is tailoring strategies to the local landscape. Um, this may involve adapting messaging, outreach methods, and event planning to resonate with the voters. You really got to tap into what the kitchen table issues are for the voter, for your constituents, for the electorate, for the community, and be able to effectively create a strategy, a winning strategy. That's not easy for an out of state consultant. And then finally, I want to touch on is balancing strategic expertise with local insight. I, I know this point right here is crucial. Now, you can be book smart, but you may not have common sense. I remember my dad telling me that when I was real young. He's like, David, you need some balance here. You're book smart, but you need some common sense. Work on that. And I have, trust me, I have over time. And I had a recent situation where it took that local insight of knowing where a specific community can garner the most potential ballot signatures to get my candidate on the ballot. And it took some communications with a friend. I promised him a dinner and a cigar, and conversations over several weeks to get this to happen. And my candidate was able to make their first incursion into that community, and it was incredibly successful. So it's little things like that that I think an out of state consultant would not have been able to tap in as quickly, maybe, or and not been able to tap in at all. But consultants with local insights of a campaign and its staff and its community members need to have a collaborative approach that balances, again, the strategic expertise of that consultant with local insight in order for this collaborative approach to be effective and successful. And we're all about winning campaigns, aren't we? Anyway, I'm David Washington. If you enjoy countertop politics, I really would appreciate it if you like and comment. We really want you to comment. I want to hear what you have to say. I'd love to hear your feedback. And please subscribe to Countertop Politics, the channel. Is there a channel for Countertop Politics? I know there is for the other shows. I think for Countertop Politics, it's just part of the Jay and Washington Network. So go ahead and subscribe to the Jay and Washington Network on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn, so please subscribe to our LinkedIn company page. That's Jay in Washington. You'll get the Informer newsletter. Yes, we have a newsletter, The Informer, which is available through LinkedIn and also X, formerly known as Twitter. And that's some really great insight from business partners who have some great insight into their particular lane, their particular expertise in all of this. So please check out The Informer. Check us out across all of our socials. We really, really do appreciate you. Hey, it's cold up here and there's snow on the ground. I love it. It has been years since I've been this close to snow, to hear it crunch under my feet. And so I'm just really excited. And it's great to be close to home, close to my family, close to some really good memories. But I'll be back. And I'll be broadcasting from a new location. So stay tuned. Again, you hear the music, it's time for me to get out of here. We are your political innovators at JN Washington. I'm David Washington. Thank you very much. We're out.